Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we will be talking about something that people are somehow interested, and that is my prom experience. So prom's probably something that is exciting for people who have never been to one, but then like not really exciting for people who has been to one. Often people hyped it up so much to the point that the actual event just end up being disappointing after. My experience with prom is not the best. It wasn't enjoyable for me whatsoever. It's not that prom itself is bad, but going to that specific prom that I went to is just something that I regret tremendously. Now people may be thinking, why is going to prom something you regret? You party and have fun with friends. Well, that's where you're wrong. First of all, it wasn't my prom, so as a result, everyone there were strangers to me. And now you may be thinking, if it is not even your prom, then why did you go? As shockingly as it sounds, the reason is very dumb and sad. What happened was that one of my friend's brother was a senior wanting to go to senior prom, so he was looking for a date. My friend thought it would be a great idea for us to go together since I wanted a prom experience. At first I said yes as a joke, thinking that she was kidding and would just forget about it after. But no, not only was it not a joke, her brother actually asked me to go to prom with him. Under such short notice and awkward circumstances, I said yes without thinking it through. Obviously, at the time, I wasn't worrying about how lonely I would be at prom or how awkward it would be to go to prom with a guy that I didn't know existed until a month prior. I was thinking about what dress I should wear and what hair I should do. Man, I 100% know my priorities and what I should think about first. This is exactly why I always make bad decisions and immediately regrets it. Speaking of bad decisions, another bad decision was the dress I chose. I walked into the store, tried on like 10 different dresses, didn't like any of them. Tried on this $400 dress and went, yeah, this is exactly the one I want. This dress is really pretty, not gonna lie, but it was $400 freaking dollars for a one-time event. If I did some research and knew a thing called renting existed, then I wouldn't have thrown all this money away. And let's keep in mind that this isn't even my prom. I basically bought a dress for someone else's prom and having to wear it again for mine just because it was $400 and basically a waste if I don't use it more than once. Usually people would wear 2 different dresses for 2 different proms, but I couldn't do that if I threw all my money on prom. That ain't even mine, can I? To be honest, dress money, that really wasn't the worst part. The worst part is the awkwardness that occurred during the prom. So, like I said, this prom isn't mine, which means I don't know the people at that prom. Which then means that I had no friends and was pretty much lonely for most of the part. I can't describe how weird it was for me to go to prom when I barely knew my prom date and everyone else there. I had like a few friends that were there, but they all had their friends. I was pretty much like an outcast, and it was really sad. Another thing about my prom date, like I said, he was my friend's brother that I literally did not know existed until a month prior when she was looking for a prom date for him. We barely talked before this whole prom thing and like tried to forcefully start a conversation after we decided to go to prom together. You know, those people that try to talk to each other and pretend that they're close so the people around them wouldn't realize the awkwardness? Yeah, that's pretty much us. It's really unfortunate. Even when I see him in the hallways, I wouldn't know whether or not I should say hi to him. I would like to pretend that I didn't see him, just walk straight past him like I do to everyone else. You know, I'm just a very socially awkward person, I guess, but with him, it's even more awkward considering the fact that we're literally going to prom together. We just didn't bond right, nor do we have any chemistry, so our relationship is pretty whack. The prom slow dance would have been even more awkward since you had to put your hands on their shoulder and they had to put theirs on your waist and sway. Like, that was just weird for me even to imagine it. Actually doing it would have probably given us like emotional trauma and excruciating pain, but thank God he was somewhere else, so we didn't end up doing the slow dance. I remember being in the car with him and his sister, and out of nowhere she just suggested that I should practice slow dance with him for prom. After saying that, the whole car went silent for a minute. No one knew how to respond because no one wanted to do it. That's how awkward it was for us. The red carpet was also a big no-no for me. It was at night and the audience stands was full of people. We had to hold hands and walk across the red carpet together while the camera dude filmed us walking the whole way through. It was also stressful because I was wearing heels and felt like I would trip and fall in front of everyone. at the end of the red carpet, there was a photo booth where a photographer would take pictures of you and your date together. Usually people would do the prom pose where the guy would hug the girl at the waist, right? Like they would normally do. We didn't attempt to do that at all whatsoever. I stood like a mile away from him with my hands clenched together so hard, and you can see in that photo itself, I was bright red with the fakest smile, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't the most comfortable either. When I saw that photo online, it was just the saddest thing to witness. Everyone is so happy, and then there's you looking like a tomato with the most awkward smile, literally a clown. It just wasn't pleasant thing to see, but thank God my friend was there throughout the night. So my prom day sister, which was my friend, also went to prom with another guy. That resolved so much awkwardness and also kept me company. So I'm glad that happened. We ate, danced on the dance floor, took off our shoes, and started jumping all over the place because those heels hurt so much. But with her being there, prom was 10 times better than what it would have been. Overall, prom is great and fun if you have friends and a prom date that you actually knew. Is it as dramatic and as exciting as the ones you see on TV? No. Is it an experience that you'll probably remember for your entire life? Probably not. Is it a cool party to go to for some fun after all the dumb and unnecessary finals that could have caused you to fail school? Yes. In the end, do I suggest you going to prom? If you have the money, then go for it. It's a party and probably the last school event you will go to if it's your senior prom. But like, don't overdo it like I did and throw out like $600 on a one-night event. Not to mention I paid for a $50 makeup session and ended up wiping the whole thing off because it just did not look right whatsoever. The foundation was too pale and I looked like a freaking Joker. So that was just horrific. That $50 was pretty much a waste, and I felt extremely bad for my mom. In the end, I got through the night and made some good memories. Other than all those unfortunate things I mentioned above, prom is a unique experience and a great way to party with your friends. Not to mention that my prom would have happened this year because of this whole pandemic that's going on. It's not happening anymore. So yeah, thanks a lot, Corona. And because of that, I won't be able to reuse my dress for the second time. So that $400 is even a bigger waste if you think about it. So that's very sad. And I didn't have graduation this year either, so that's even more sad. You know, there are a lot of things I regret doing, and buying that dress is definitely one of them. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for future content and support. If you didn't enjoy it, well, please do the same because I want to get monetized and I want to get ad revenue. I still have no idea how to say my outro, but that's 100% fine. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!